Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's a little bit past. It's about 7:17 in the morning, and I got up not too long ago and had a good night's sleep. And when I woke up, I saw my tablet next to me, and I thought, "Hey, let me put on a video." So I scrolled through the recommended videos, and I found this video. And I was curious, and I see it's, the title name, as you can see, Kate of Gaia, The Legal Name Illusion, Triple Crown Control, and the 440 Hertz Conspiracy. And it's by, the Higher Side Chats, and you should see it was published on December 6, 2014. Okay, and right now it is September 2017. I was surprised when I saw this video. When I turned it on, and I turned it off almost immediately because of the information and with the name of this video just heightened my displeasure. So I'm going to turn on the video, and then I'll put it on pause once it gets to the part that I had a concern with. Okay, so here I go. It's just going to be for maybe 30 seconds at the most.
Truth in a dishonest world, who has been tracking the big lie back to its source and has been abused, kidnapped, arrested, raped, and robbed by the actors of authority in this broken system, all while trying to live and speak these truths, which sadly is the greatest indicator that you're probably on the right track. I have immense respect for Kate, and I'm really psyched to get her perspective on a whole host of interconnected pieces of this conspiracy puzzle. So let's do this thing. Kate, welcome to the show. How the hell are you?
I'm great. Might as well, because I know there's going to be a lot of people that I'm new to them. The voice sounds a lot lower than you're expecting. I'm what's called a two-spirit or a transgendered. I walk between the worlds in the physical sense. So this was a major piece to the puzzle to figure it out. So not only do I walk the walk, I walk it literally in both worlds. So a great big hi to those that have never been introduced to this voice, this version of me. So thanks for that, Greg. Greatly appreciate it.
Okay. Did you hear and understand what it had said? The announcer gives a big introduction to this guest speaker that goes by the name of Kate. And this person, according to the host of this program, that she was raped. Now, I don't know whether he means sexually or was it something morally. I don't know. But if this person was sexually raped, my biggest sympathy for this person. No one should be sexually violated or raped. Okay, I want to get that up front. If that is true, if that is not just a using words that don't mean what you think it means, well, I have to give Kate of Gaia at least some credit that they were upfront in the beginning of the video, that they are a transgender. And I have a problem with that. But look at the title of the program, The Legal Name Illusion. So you're going to be a transgender, and you're talking about illusions, legal name illusion? Is your name Kate? Or is that an illusion too? Now people can legally change their name. You can change it to any name that the courts will allow. So I have no problem with that. But I have a problem when someone is going to talk about illusions and your whole life is an illusion. I just couldn't, I had to turn it off. I had to turn the radio off because it's, I don't know, it's getting too close to comfort for me that you have all these speakers and expertise on things and you know, and you're going to talk about a topic and you're part of the illusion. I also, okay, Kate, that tends to be a female name. But again, you could call yourself any name. And Gaia, that is another name for planet Earth. So a person who says that they're transgender, and at least at that part of the video, they don't say what they were born as and what they transitioned to. At least not at that part of the video. But based on the name and the photo that you're going to see, I could just assume that if you're dressed as a woman and you say that you are a transgender, then it's safe to say that you were a man or a male. But planet Earth is female. So a man is disguising themselves physically to whatever means that they use, and then they call themselves a title of the earth that is female. I have a problem with that. One thing in nature is nature is straightforward, pretty straightforward, and it supplies us our food. You think if you got two plants, and let's say they're disguise themselves as a male flower, and then you got another a flower. Let's say it's a what do you call it? Two male flowers, or let's say one of them is a female flower disguised as you know what I'm getting at. They won't be able to reproduce if they're both the same. You know, and so nature will tell you right away that that isn't propagating, and that will be a demise for that species if all of them do that. Okay, you need the correct balance of what nature made you. Okay, you if you have the parts of a particular gender, go with that nature, what they gave you. But but it is saying, I don't like what nature gave me. I'm going to change it and be something else. Now again, I did not listen to the video long enough to find out whether or not this person was, let's say, because you do have conditions where a person genetically has, let's say, ovaries. And then in the mother's uterus, when the child was a fetus, there was a surplus of male hormones. And so it developed the external part of the person as male. That's one scenario that can happen. And then you have other things that could interfere, like an extra, sex chromosome that could alter certain things. Yes. But living in a big city and with all of a sudden this new agenda, and they seem to have more rights than other people. That is just my perception. And there are a small percentage in this country, in relationship to everyone else, percentage-wise, but they're getting a lot of focus and legislation. So I just feel like, what's going on? Someone is going to talk about illusions, but they are a transgender. And that what they could maybe look like one thing, but they speak something else. So it had to say that, well, those who aren't known to me, you're going to notice my voice sounding that, yes, it's going to sound a certain way. I'm concerned about who's representing us. Who is representing what, about your life and about illusion. This person, and I know who they are, and they're going to talk about illusions? I think they're confused. I think people who do this are confused, and somehow they get into these positions of importance. They get interviewed by broadcasters, or they get into, even in the White House. When I mean with the White House, that they had, in the Obama administration, they had hired someone who was a transgender and put them in a high position. How is this? How is it? So, and then I saw this right beside. This is her again, also. Well, Outside the Box, Kate of Gaia, and that one also is in 2014. Okay, and it's by the Lightworkers Media. Okay, so they're mixing spirituality with transgender. Now I assume, okay, I didn't even turn it on, but I assume that, excuse me, my finger. I assume that this person might be Kate. Okay, looks like a Caucasian female, right? Dressed, it is a sexy outfit. Okay, so how real is that? Outside the box. You want that to come out the box in your life? See, why I think I'm so angry. See, I was raised to be very compassionate about other people. But now I feel it's stepping over the line. My comfort zone line. That you're having people who, there's really not that many, but they're being put in the forefront and making it seem acceptable, putting a little spirituality in it, seducing you with sexuality, for you to accept this. I think it's confusing people, and I think that is the agenda. And why that is the agenda is how to destroy a nation. Well, if you got a nation and the people in office are all transgender, things like that, they're going to get their stronghold and make you think that, hey, the only way to get these jobs is if you are transgender, or I should just say homosexual. Concerning to me. Let me see if anything else with her on. Okay, I don't see anything else. No, oops. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, there's another one. Kate of Gaia on the Mind Vault, the legal name. Okay, so somehow this person is talking about something with legal names. This person again. Okay. So it's hard for me to swallow because I notice now everything has to do with semantics. Like I have this controversial video about blacks and Native Americans and how now you have people who are using semantics. So not even they're even telling me. This one YouTuber said something about, oh, have you ever looked at the word black? It actually means such and such. I couldn't care less what a dictionary says what the word black means. We all know what we're referring to when we talk about the black race, white race, the red race. You know what I'm talking about? You have people, and black people, who can have an identity problem, and I don't blame them to have an identity problem for being persecuted here, to be taught that you're not good because of what you came out from, and they're in denial because they filled with shame and they want to be called something else. So now they're saying that they're Native American. That they're even saying that slavery never happened, even though they have a documentary. You know, I saw this video about, it's entitled the Last Slave in America, I think it's called, and it goes by the name of Cujo. And they interviewed him. He was abducted from Africa and brought to the East Coast in the United States and enslaved. This happened in 1860, just a couple of years before the Civil War. And it was about 200 captives that they got from Africa. And then slavery ended around 18, right after the Civil War. Okay, so you have that. And now you have in black people saying that it didn't even happen. Well, it did happen. Oh, yeah, I think it happened. They brought them to Alabama, Mobile, Alabama. And the town is called Little Africa, I guess because that was the last big shipment. And since slavery ended, shortly after that, they were able to maintain the identity and lifestyle of Africa. Okay? So I think blacks who watched this video and were able to watch it up to this point of the video will go and check out that other video about that last African. That yes, we came from there. But they want you to disguise yourself, to dress like an Indian, what Hollywood says what the Indians look like, give it a false identity. It's all about identity. And when you alter someone's identity, you alter a lot of things and qualities about them. And not all in that, it's about agenda. Why are you doing this? Why are you changing? Why you want people to change your agenda? Well, you want to control how other people think. And then if you introduce something initially small, that it grows like a virus. And that's a great way how to destroy people, with a virus of identity, of your sexual your sexuality or race. Yes, both of them are social constructs, but what doesn't change is what is. You can change a name, but you can't change the structure of the people in its entirety. That's why when he spoke, this Kate of Gaia spoke, he couldn't change how his voice naturally sounds. He couldn't change that, at least not right away. And that's why he sounds the way, that's why it sounds the way that it does. So, this is just another means of warfare against you by getting people who go out and alter semantics of words, word usage, so that they could get to your mind and then get to your body to destroy you. They're not innocent because of the intent is to destroy you. If you go to the store and you thought you bought a box of cherries, but it was blueberries, let's say. They said, oh, well, we just painted it a different color, or red, because I feel like red. So it changes it. And you bite into those really blueberries. Let's say you're allergic to blueberries. You know what I'm saying? These semantics is a weapon, a modern weapon of warfare against your mind to destroy your community and to take over the country. And that I'm against. I had compassion when I thought it was just something internal, but no, they're stepping over the line. They're not just, as I say, getting out of the box, as that one video said. No. And here they're becoming an expert about, what is this? There's a legal name. It's baloney. So just be wise about what's really going on. It is a deception of deceptions. Okay? I do not condone violence in any way against people like this. No. Pray for them for deliverance and pray for them to be honest about themselves, who they are. So take care, and I'm not going to say whether to comment or not with this video, but I say this from the heart to save humanity and to save my country that I love. It's not a perfect country, but this is the country of my birth. And I don't like liars. Bye-bye.